Dwayne Johnson called himself The Rock because he knew himself better than anyone else. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is undeniably one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars. With a career spanning wrestling, television, and blockbuster films, he has cemented himself as a household name. Yet, his acting ability has been a topic of discussion throughout his career. At the core of Johnson's filmography is a reliance on his established persona. His roles often portray a similar archetype, the strong, dependable hero with an underlying sense of charm. While this consistency has contributed to his commercial success, it has also highlighted a significant limitation in his acting range. Johnson's characters rarely display significant emotional depth or transformation, making many of his performances feel interchangeable, kind of like swapping out action figures in the same playset. From his first leading role in The Scorpion King to more recent films like Black Adam and Red One, Johnson's characters tend to follow a familiar pattern. They're larger than life, charismatic, and always ready to save the day. While this formula has undoubtedly worked wonders at the box office, it's hard not to notice how often these roles blur together. When you think about it, Hobbs & Shaw's Luke Hobbs isn't all that different from San Andreas's Ray Gaines or Rampage's Davis Okoye. Sure, one's a federal agent, one's a rescue pilot, and one's an animal behaviorist. But peel back the thin layer of job titles, and you're left with the same unshakable muscle-bound hero who can do no wrong. The Rock's looks in films are so consistent that you can't even tell which film these pictures are from. Looks. Even his film's name are similar. An actor's range is often measured by their ability to adapt to different genres and portray a variety of complex characters. While Johnson has dabbled in a range of roles, from action hero to family-friendly figure, his approach remains largely the same. It's almost as if he's been given a single script titled "Just Be the Rock," and every director decided, yeah, that's perfect. Take Tooth Fairy, for example. It's a whimsical comedy that should have been a perfect opportunity for Johnson to show his comedic chops. Instead, it felt like a wrestling promo in a tutu, with The Rock delivering lines with the same intensity you'd expect in a Fast and Furious movie. Even in more adventurous roles like Journey to the Mysterious Island or Jungle Cruise, he doesn't stray far from his established persona. You could argue that his character in Jungle Cruise is essentially what would happen if Hobbs decided to take up a side hustle as a riverboat guide. Unlike other actors who immerse themselves in transformative roles, Johnson's performances tend to prioritize physical presence over character development. His commanding physique and charisma often become the focal point, overshadowing the emotional or psychological intricacies of the characters he portrays. Johnson's brand as an entertainer is another factor that influences his acting range. He has cultivated a specific image of strength, reliability, and approachability, which resonates with audiences worldwide. However, this branding can also be a constraint, as it discourages him from exploring roles that deviate from his established persona. The result is a body of work that feels safe and predictable, like going to a diner and ordering plain pancakes every time. Despite these criticisms, it's important to note that acting range is not the sole determinant of an actor's success. I mean, ask Ryan and Vin. Johnson's consistent box office appeal and ability to connect with audiences are testaments to his star power, but his recent films say otherwise. After all, who else can play The Rock in a jungle 4 times across different franchises and still get away with it? Dwayne is a successful movie star because he knew what works: humor, action, and just the right amount of eyebrow raises. Let's not forget Black Adam, a passion project for Johnson that was supposed to redefine the DC extended universe. While his performance brought physicality and presence to the role, it lacked the layers of complexity that define truly memorable anti-heroes. Ultimately, Black Adam became another example of Johnson sticking too closely to his established formula, even when the character called for something more nuanced. In a field where versatility is often celebrated, Johnson's career raises questions about the trade-offs between branding and artistic growth. While his past trajectory has brought him immense success, a willingness to step outside his comfort zone could allow him to explore new dimensions as an actor and expand his legacy. Imagine him in a slow-burn drama without the explosions. Now that's a movie people would line up to see, if only out of sheer curiosity. I don't know why these studios are still paying him millions, even after he's delivered back-to-back mediocre content and box office flops. For sure, Dwayne Johnson has achieved extraordinary success in Hollywood with his undeniable charm and confidence, but his acting range remains a point of contention. Now, why do you think he came back to the Fast and Furious franchise? Is it because he truly wanted to be part of a great film finale, as he claims, or just for the money?